Well, this is something new we're gonna try out here. We're gonna make a playlist for it eventually, but we're gonna talk about missed opportunities in hip hop. We talked about a lot of these different ones, just theoretically throughout the whole videos and everything we've done. But man, it's a fly in here. It's on my nerve. But hip hop has always been to us like the man. Like imagine if this would have happened or if that would have happened. Man, that would have been cool. That'd have been dope if such and such was if ever did work with this person. Like, man, that'd have been so great. Like we never really got a chance to really sit down and honor our greats the way we should. Hip hop is so young. It's only like 40 plus years old. It's not a long time, ladies and gentlemen. It really isn't. So for the newer and younger generation, they don't know how important they are into keeping the legacy going of hip hop. Because most of the legends are getting old. They're in the century mark and they're telling the story, but one day they ain't gonna be around to tell it. So who from the younger generation is gonna tell it? That's who's gonna be the next. We'll kill this fly right quick. Get out of here, you fly. Now, if he ain't dead, he ain't happy. I'll tell you that. But we talk about missed opportunities. Biggie, Pun, and Pac. This was almost a reality, y'all. This was close to being a reality. Yep. And let's go into it. I was just trying to get away from the smell of that spray and get somewhere I could sit down. Now let's get into it. You guys really don't know, but back in the day when Biggie was coming up and you knew about him and Tupac's affiliation, what you didn't know is that there's also was an affiliation with Puffy, Fat Joe the Gangster. At that time when Fat Joe was early on in his years, coming up, doing his thing, Fat Joe had everything on lock from the streets, street hip hop, and Pun ended up coming up with him, but he had another guy that used to work with him, a big goofy white guy he used to rap. And at that time, Biggie, Pun, not Pun, Fat Joe, and him, R.A. the Rugged Man, that's him. R.A. the Rugged Man, Biggie, and Fat Joe, the gangster. So back then, that's what he was, Fat Joe, the gangster. So he was making songs and this and that, but they were supposed to work on like doing an album together. Would have been Fat Joe, R.A. the Rugged Man, and Biggie, and they were trying to work that out. Pun would have been in the mix had all of this transpired, because at this time, Biggs is trying to get some money. Whatever happens, happens. Now, if the Quad City shooting never happened, let's say that never happens. Tupac at this time is with Thug Life. He's got his own thing going with Interscope and got his own records coming out and doing his own thing. The Quad City thing never happens. Biggie still signs with Bad Boy, but they'd have still been cool enough with Pac to where a deal would have been done. When Chris Lighty came into the picture and was working with Violator, he would have put this whole thing together. Puffy would have worked with Chris, and they would have had Big Pun when he was the Punisher, the Big Punisher, Biggie, Fat Joe, Pac. All of them would have probably been on the same song. Can you imagine what that song would have sounded like with all them on it? I think that's very interesting, to say the least. I would have bought it. You know what I'm saying? I would have bought that. I would have went there and bought that record just to hear what it would have sounded like. I've seen a lot of people make mixtape with Pun, Biggie, and Pun, Biggie, and Pac verses on a song just to make it gel. So it can happen. I've seen it happen. So it's no big shock here. But it's your boy Carcino, man. I'm out. I don't want to hold everybody all day with information. This is basically a what if scenario. If these things didn't happen, you would have probably seen these things. This would have probably come right into play. So that was another missed opportunity. So on that note, I'm out.